But then again, I know the Bible mentions the devil a hell of a lot. I don't even think he exists.
My heart is really pounding. We're just simply here to see if there is life after death. Good evening, guys, and welcome back to our channel. For those of you who don't know who we are, my name is Dolly.
My name is Steve.
And we are paranormal investigators. So tonight you find me and Steve at this beautiful old wooden church. Now, we have been to this church before, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
But we thought we'd have to come back and just investigate again, because last time we was here, we did actually bring a REM pod with us when we did use the equipment, and we did what we think we saw was an orb go into the REM pod after we had heard some footsteps. We're going to play that clip for you now. Tapping behind mine, I just said that, didn't I?
Could you touch that again for us, please?
Thank you.
So guys, as you saw from that clip, it looked like an orb or something moved towards the REM pod before it went off. We don't actually use the REM pod anymore because it was unreliable. We didn't feel it give accurate readings, so we thought we'd just come back here again just to see if we can capture anything else a bit more concrete.
Yeah, so guys, as Steve just said, we thought we'd come back just to see if we can get any taps, knocks or bangs without using so much equipment. So guys, if I just take you down. So guys, what I've decided to do, which I've never done before by the way, is because churches, people get married in them, and I thought for having a trigger object, why not have a wedding band ring? I've bought a wedding band ring with me, a gold one, and I've just placed it just in front of the EMF reader. To show you now, guys. So I've just placed it here in front of the EMF reader, and I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, spirits might relate to that and maybe go towards it. It's just more of a trigger object for them to go towards, look at it, and then hopefully the EMF reader will go off. I mean, hopefully we can get it pushed. And we also have the cat ball there, hopefully that will get pushed as well. And we do have a static all on that as well. So yeah, hopefully that will get pushed. It's just an experiment, guys, but I thought, why not? Instead of keep using equipment all the time, why not use an experiment, which I just thought a wedding band ring would be perfect for a church, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, anything's worth a go.
Anything's worth a go, yeah. Especially when most of the time don't really get anything.
Exactly.
Although with churches, we have been a bit lucky with the camera turning off.
Yeah,
That was a
churches,
bit weird.
they do usually give me quite an eerie vibe, churches. There's
Yeah.
something about a church.
I don't mind a church. I quite like a church. I think someone's outside. Hello? Hello?
What was that movement?
I think someone outside. Does it sound like someone's outside like talking?
Do you want me to go have a look?
Yeah.
1 second. Hello? Right, so that's weird. There's literally no one there, but I heard some sort of movement.
Oh, like my heart is really pounding. I genuinely thought someone was coming in. I thought I heard two people talking, and then I thought I heard something here move, like walking or shifting, and then I thought I heard two people talking.
I so hope these mics pick that up because that was so loud.
I can hear it again. What's that? That's not moving. nothing, is it?
Is there anyone here with us? If so, could you make a knocking noise?
Stop it. Stop it, ain't that easy?
If so, could you make a knocking noise?
Stop it.
Make a knocking noise.
Stop it. There's no way that that was real. I reckon it was something. Could you do that again, please? There's got to be someone out there walking their dog or something.
No, it is.
Raining.
It's slightly raining, and there is a little wind. So
Okay. I reckon it's that then.
That
The
might-
wind was banging on this.
hang on a minute.
Guys, I think that's what it was. I think the wind. Tap that. Move it a bit.
Yeah, that was that.
It was that.
Yeah,
Okay, guys. Debunked.
that was. That would explain that noise then, that moving from down there, and it sounded like someone was walking.
Oh my god. No, but when you said can you bang or tap and it did that, I thought, oh my god. You know so guys, when you don't get a lot of activity on investigations and you really want something to happen, when it does happen and you like what's happening here and you can't explain it, you do get a bit
You're in
scared, like a bit
disbelief, aren't you?
nervous. Yeah. Because of obviously the police coming and that, it's made me a bit on edge anyway because the last
Ever
investigation.
since we've been caught twice now. We've been on edge a little bit.
Yeah, and I just think to myself, oh, is it someone coming in again? I don't care once you're in the end of the investigation, but every investigator, I'm sure, is the same. You don't know, you never know who's in these abandoned buildings or these redundant churches, so you just got to be a bit
A little bit, have
careful.
your wits about you, haven't
Yeah, especially when it's just us two. Right, guys, so I'm just going to show you a bit of the church, actually. So there's this lovely... I guess they would use that for baptism water, and they must have put some flowers in it. So, guys, this is actually a redundant church, isn't it?
It
So
is,
it is
yeah.
a redundant church. So I think it's only used now for the public to come and have a little look around. It is open 24 hours. That's hence why we're in here. But, yeah, I remember last time we come here, there was a table here, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was, with like brochures and that in it.
Yeah, there was a table there. Right. That's open because I opened that when I was taking some B-roll.
Okay,
I was
that's
in
fine,
VRS,
yeah.
that's
I did
open.
wonder, because I did see them all shut. when I
Yeah,
got
I'm
here.
going to shut it. I think we'll go around and shut it. in a
Actually,
while.
leave it open, and we can see if someone can push it.
Okay. And then
'Cause
them
they're
two,
quite-
them
they're
two
quite
there are a
heavy,
little
aren't
tiny
they?
bit open as well, so. Okay. Do some coin out here then.
You may remember me and Dolly from last time. If you don't remember us, my name is Steve,
And my name is Dolly.
and we are paranormal investigators. We wish to find out if there is life beyond death.
We don't mean you any harm in any way, and it probably is a bit strange if you can see us or you can hear us.
And we're not come here tonight to intrude.
No, nor intimidate you at all, or provoke you in any way. We're just simply here to see if there is life after death, and we come in full respect of your church. So if there is anybody here with us tonight that wishes to come forward and make communication with us, please can you do anything to give us a sign you are here, whether that be knocking, footsteps, opening one of the pews.
Or even if you could go down to the green light at the front of the church. That device will light up different colours. If I remember rightly, because I can hear like a dripping noise, like a waterfall noise. There is like something outside that, like a river or something
that's
like
right,
that.
Yeah, yeah.
So if that's
I don't think that's going to pick up, but yeah, if it does, then we know it's the river. That was weird though when you said, "Could you bang?" I was like, "Oh my god!" But that was just pure coincidence. I think that'll explain that.
Yeah, that was strange.
So, guys, the last time we was at a church, I actually said, "Could you go towards the green lights on the EMF reader, but don't go towards the green lights on the camera because I noticed Steve's camera's got a green light on it, and coincidentally, the camera shut down as if a spirit had gone towards the green light on the camera instead. So I might try that now because for anybody out there thinking, well, maybe the battery was dying, I'm going to do it now while the battery's full because we have just set up.
That could be wildlife.
I'm putting that down to that window thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if that was someone outside, they wouldn't mess about like that, would they? They would come in.
It's raining. No one's going to be out there pissballing about, excuse my language.
Not only that, it's move your light over. Not only that, it's really muddy out there, isn't it? And I noticed when we come in, the floor is completely dry, which means no one's been here.
No one's been here.
Not all day. It's been raining all day. Right, so I'm just gonna try that little experiment, guys. So these are the pews anyway. They're actually really nice. They've got like little doors on them as well, so you can sit there and shut yourself in while you're singing. As I say, we have left this one open, so if it does slam shut later on, we know that there's some spooky activity going on in this place. Right, where's the green light that's normally on the camera? Right, it's there. If there is any spirits here, or anybody that can see us, maybe you're not aware that you're dead and you're just roaming, but you can see us so you can hear my voice. Are you able to follow my instruction, please? And go towards, there is a green light. Now this green light is on the table. I think they call it an altar. There's a green light there. Are you able for me to go towards it? There is also a wedding band there that you're more than welcome to look at, or you can even try it on or push it off. Please do not go towards the green light on the camera because there is a green light on the camera there. That was weird because the last time I said that, the camera switched off. But again, you don't know what kind of spirit it was, if it was a spirit.
Yeah,
and again, we don't know if it was just pure coincidence that happened.
You do know when we did find out from an electrician, didn't we?
Yeah, so we did find out from an electrician that if a static or a camera that is still for quite a while, the battery can go so cold that it actually cuts out. Because obviously we wanted to find out everything, just so we don't put everything down to paranormal. Otherwise we wouldn't be very good paranormal investigators, would we?
You need to try and figure out logical things for
because
each thing
if the
that's
camera
happening.
kept doing it all the time, we're like, oh my God, there's a spirit draining our camera constantly, then, we wouldn't be very good paranormal investigators. That's why I thought, asking an electrician this.
Exactly. And then when you can't think of anything, then you think,
When you've looked at all angles,
yeah.
Which we do most of the time.
If there is anyone here with us, as Dolly just said a minute ago, there is a green light at the front on the table. Would it be possible for you to go towards that black device and touch it?
Did you just do like a groan? Like a
I personally didn't know.
You know when a big gust of wind comes and it hits like the window?
Oh, like a whistling noise.
I think it was that. Yeah.
Your light's kind of block. Would you be able to replicate this noise for me?
You know what I always think about churches? I always think like, what happens if, because obviously we come late at night, what happens if we're in here and like loads of these hooded people come in? You're like satanic people. I'd have to hide and then film what they do. That'd be a good bit of entertainment, you know.
You do have a vivid imagination.
I know I watch too many films. You don't know if that sort of thing goes on though, do you?
Oh, no doubt it probably does.
I can hear someone talking outside. Or is it an animal, do you think?
It might very well. We are in a
rural
in a
location.
remote area.
Could be an animal. It sounds like a girl, but it could be an animal.
I mean, for the age of the building, it's really nice. I mean,
Yeah, it
I like
is.
them beams.
Yeah. It's a lovely church. So for you guys that haven't seen us at this previous location, it is a lovely church. I'll just show you around a little bit of the church just so you get to see it.
That was me.
So as you can see, it's got some writing up there on the wall. Unfortunately, it's faded a bit. And then, I don't know what that says. I'm not even going to attempt it because I don't. It could be old Latin or something. And then you've got the prayer there. I think that's a prayer. Our Father which art in heaven must be a prayer. This isn't the church with the devil on it, is it?
I was just about to say,
Was it?
I've noticed this church doesn't have any resemblance of the devil in it, because I know on that church we went to, it
Yeah.
was saying a lot about devil, wasn't it?
It was
But
saying-
that was a Saxon church.
Yeah, it was saying about the devil, weren't it? Which I thought was really weird in a church.
But then again, I know the Bible mentions the devil a hell of a lot.
Yeah. We ain't met him yet.
No, I don't even think he exists.
Oh, hopefully one day we'll see if that's true or not. So here's a fun fact for you that someone told me. When we was at a church, they said the doors are small because apparently people were small back in the day.
Yeah,
So you know
well,
the church doors, a lot of them are really small, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like really small. Apparently that's because a lot of people back in the day were small.
you get that in a lot of the old cottages. They're like 5'5" and all that, the old door frames.
Yeah, I was speaking to someone in a church once, and he was giving me some really good information about the church. Hang on a minute, this is a church that says about the lamb.
It does, yeah.
What's it say? Go back, have a look. Read it out.
But
to
having
our
a look in there,
Read
that-
it out to our audience.
But having a look at that last time, we thought it was to do with satanic, but a lamb is actually to do with Jesus.
yeah,
Behold the Lamb of God. It's actually...
we thought it was satanic, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Behold the Lamb of God. But I know lamb is a symbol creature of, like, to do with
Is it?
God and Jesus.
All right.
Whereas, what's a sacrificing animal? It's a goat. Yeah, it's a goat.
Anything, I would have thought.
Yeah, but
Lamb, goat.
primarily it is a
Yeah,
goat.
I thought it was a lamb. Was it a goat?
I know the lamb's to do with the Jesus.
Yeah. Don't know.
Yeah, this place don't have any gargoyles or anything to protect.
No, that's good then. We don't want protecting if we're trying to find out the paranormal. Maybe that's why there's no paranormal in some churches, because the gargoyles keep them away.
Well, they are to keep away evil, aren't they?
Apparently. But every film I've seen, what's a devil film, they always end up in a church. Being,
It's always the priest or something like
yeah.
that. I must admit, this is probably one of the churches where I feel okay in.
Yeah.
You know from the first 5 seconds when you walk into somewhere, you get that sort of feel.
Hello? Did you just tap for us? Sounded like tapping on the pew, didn't it?
Yeah, I heard that.
If that was you tapping on the pew, thank you very much. Could you do it again, please?
Or maybe you could walk towards us. Maybe we could hear your footsteps.
That sounded like someone sat down in a pew. Like the creaking of a pew, didn't it? By you.
The wind's picking up out there.
But it sounded like the pew in here,
It
didn't
did
it?
sound like in here.
I remember last time we was here as well, I thought I saw someone poke their head round, didn't I?
Yeah, it
And
was
even
over in,
Ash said that,
it was
didn't
over
it?
in that little bit there, wasn't it?
Yeah, and even Ash turned around and said, yeah, I thought I saw that.
It was over in that
But
little
again, it
corner
could
bit.
be, is it the peripheral vision they say? It
Yeah.
could be that as well, you know. That does happen.
If there is anyone here tonight, Dolly is a believer of the paranormal,
I am.
and I'm on the fence. I'm 50-50. So if there's anything you can do for us to sway me in the direction of becoming a believer, could you make a whistling noise? Could you push that ball off the table? Or even not?
What was that? That sounded like something was thrown, like a bit of rubble.
That come from the back.
If that was you, could you do it again, please? I'm not going to move. Like I mentioned earlier, I did turn around and say to you that there is a wedding ring or wedding band on top, well, right by the EMF reader, which has a green light on it. It doesn't hurt you in any way. It just tells us that you are near it and you can communicate through it by going near it, then walking away. And when it flashes, it means that you're trying to make communication with us. Are you able just to walk towards it, please? There's also a ball there if you want to push the ball off. Don't think the ball flashes. So if you want to push that ball off, that'd be great.
But as your theory said before, if they touch the ball, which needs touching.
Yeah, so if you touch the ball, it should roll. It's like near enough on the edge as well. It's close enough to the edge for it to be, if they touch it, it should roll. Because putting them things on there is a nightmare.
They're all over the show.
Yeah, they're all over the show. They don't just sit still. You have to really steady them. Don't know if this one works. I think this one, I don't know. I've got a couple of them that don't work that I just kept for this experiment. If you're unable to do that, are you able to turn off the light on the camera that is static? Or touch the light to make it flicker? You can use that energy from the static camera. That energy you get from it. Oh my God.
That was fucking loud.
That energy you get from it. Oh my God.
That was fucking loud.
You get from it. Oh my God.
That was fucking loud. Excuse me. Excuse me.
If that was you, thank you.
That was
I'm just
my
going
knee.
to go and investigate. That was. Right, so this door, I'm guessing used to be a door. It's all cemented now. You know what it sounded like? That latch. This door's all locked up, isn't it? Yeah, as you can see, guys, this door's locked up.
But look at that middle one.
What middle one?
Look. These are down.
Yeah, I can't say. I did B-roll there. I'll have a look, but I don't know if it was. That's what it sounded like to me anyway.
That was my knee. The only thing I can think of is them little wooden things, and they got like a little metal thing. Maybe the wind's pushed it and banged it, but that was...
Sounded like that, but yeah, you can't rule that out either, can you? If that was you, are you able to do it again for me, please?
Maybe you could knock on the door in front of me. Are you an old priest or vicar?
Maybe you're knocking for permission to come in here. We give you permission to come in
Come and
and
take a
communicate
seat.
with us.
Come and take a seat in one of the pews.
There's a pew already open for you. Come sit in. Take your seat. Could you please close the pew, though, after you?
That was a dripping noise, I think. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did, but it did sound like a drip, you're right. But where would the drip be? It's not waiting here. I thought it'd come from over there.
That's the thing, when you're somewhere like this,
You're gonna
noise
get
travels,
noises.
you're not
Yeah,
sure
you're
what
gonna get
angle it's
noises.
coming from.
Unless it's a direct response, then you could possibly say that.
But, yeah.
Did sound like that door, though, didn't it?
Mm.
Good job there's only one knock, not three. They say that's the devil knock, don't they?
But then again,
But then again, if it was, that'd be good. That'd be really good. If we had 3 knocks. As I said before, I'm not here to intimidate or hurt you if you're shy. I'm literally here just to try and communicate with you, because maybe you haven't had communication in a while. I mean, we want to know, do you see your loved ones when you pass on? Or are you just roaming, lost, on your own, maybe scared?
and most importantly, can you see us?
Yeah.
Or are we just whispers to you?
It'd be great if you could just do some sort of communication with us, anything. You could knock Steve's hat off his head if you wanted to.
Yeah, that would be good.
If you're a bit of a joker and you want to play a game, whack it off Steve's head, he wouldn't mind. Did you just hear 2 knocks?
I'm hearing
You know where I thought it come from? This, what do they call that?
altar, innit?
What, where the priest stands?
Yeah,
This
I'm pretty
thing
sure
here.
that's an altar of some description.
I thought it come from there.
Have you taken your place to do a service? Could you turn the page of the Bible that's on there? Is that your light on that stained glass window at the back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there was I thought there was a torch earlier on looking at me. I was like, oh God. Hello.
I know all these questions must be quite daunting for you.
I'm going to take a seat, just in case there is a priest here that would like to start a service wall. Just in case there is a priest here that would like to start a service wall. In case there is a priest here that would like to start a service wall. See, that was the noise I heard back there.
Last time we were here, we thought we caught something going towards our REM pod. Is that person still here? Could you go towards the green light, please? That was my knee, that one. No, that's dripping in the back.
If there is anybody here with us, any spirits, how are you? How are you doing now you've crossed into the spirit world? Is it what you thought it would be? If you're finding it hard to communicate with us, could you tap once for yes and twice for no? Now crossing into the spirit world, are you happy? Can you see your family? Maybe you died many, many, many years ago, and you're probably thinking, what's that you've got in your hand? This is a camera. Nowadays, we use these to catch what we do in everyday life. So we have memories for when we're older, and that we can show people.
If you are here, can you make a knock at the back of the building, the church?
Our cameras have microphones in them. So this is a camera, what we're holding, if you don't know what it is, because they could be really, really old, couldn't they? They died a long time ago. So this is the camera, and if you get really close to it and whisper in it or talk in it, we should be able to hear you when we review our footage.
Or we also have these mics on our
Yep.
chests with the green and red light.
With a little wig on it.
If you speak into those, you will also be heard.
I keep smelling this really weird TCP smell every now and again. I'm wondering if back in the day they washed the stone with TCP.
Maybe.
And you know, like every now and again you get that whiff of it.
Might be stained into the wood or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If there's anybody out there that can hear me, maybe you got married in this church. Maybe that was your happy memory. And maybe you've come back just to have a little look at the church, or maybe your wife was waiting here for you when you died. We don't know. We can only assume or have these theories that when you die, do you go back to your happiest memory? And yours could be marriage at this beautiful church. That's why I've bought a wedding ring for you to look at. Or throw or touch or move. So my theory behind this experiment is, if they go towards that, if that wedding ring gets flown, right, and that EMF reader doesn't go off, then that EMF doesn't read spirits. That's my theory.
Because we
right?
don't know,
This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like get behind all this equipment. And the same with the REM pod. We did have a few intelligent responses with the REM pod. We did. And we also had looked like, as I said, we did put the clip up, and it looked like an orb had gone into the REM pod, and then the REM pod set off just as that orb hit the REM pod antenna. But then again, the REM pod did just randomly go off all the time. It got to the point where we had to keep turning it off because it just wouldn't shut up. So unless we had a spirit that absolutely loved the REM pod and was holding on to it for dear life constantly, then we just don't know. So we stopped using the REM pod because it was more hassle, wasn't it? So that's my theory about this EMF reader, because as I've said before previously in our videos, the EMF reader hasn't gone off as much. I don't even think it's gone off, probably once maybe. Hasn't gone off since we stopped using apps. That EMF reader does hardly go off. Doesn't hardly go off now. And I wasn't sure what to bring to a church to maybe, you know,
Bring the
invite
spirit
a spirit in. And I thought a wedding ring. Bible's already in here.
That was me.
It's just a theory, guys, that I've got anyway. It's not. That's what we're trying to prove.
That's all that it's all is really, it's theories. Nobody really knows.
No. Nobody really knows.
It's all about trial and error, experimenting and
Are
ruling
you
out.
able to maybe show yourself? I mean, are they even meant to do that? Are you able to manifest yourself in front of our cameras? Take a seat next to me if you like. Like I said, drain the battery on the static camera. Take a seat next to me. And talk to me through my microphone. Right guys, so Steve said what we're going to do is I'm going to get the SB7 spirit box out, just see if we can pick up any voices, or I'm going to ask if they could maybe sing us a hymn or something. We'll give it a go and see what happens, guys. So, see you in a sec. Right, so guys, we're now going to start this SB7 spirit box session. There is anybody here? Are you able to talk into this little black box that I have in my hand? It won't hurt you. It's just a communication tool.
Apparently spirits can manipulate this device and pick words essentially.
Yeah, so it's sweeping through the frequencies, and supposedly, not as loud. Supposedly you can pick words out of it and talk through it.
As we said earlier on, my name is Steve.
And my name is Dolly.
Could you perhaps tell us your name?
It's weird because if that was an app, words would be shooting out all over the show.
Yeah, because I actually downloaded an app. I paid $9.99 for it.
Yeah.
And constantly words were coming out of it.
But this just works like an app, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, that's still white noise, isn't it?
Yeah, so I just don't get it.
To me, that's why we don't use apps, because they can't be 100% accurate.
If
I
you're
don't
watched a little
I
bit,
don't
is
even
it?
think they're even real, to be fair.
No, this is why we like to use the SB7 box. So it doesn't always throw out words.
You're not getting
does
words
it?
every 2 seconds.
No. Well, we didn't get any there.
I don't know if you want to wrap it up.
Well, it was nice talking to you, if that was you making those taps and bangs earlier. And maybe if you have been here and you've been touching the EMF reader and it's not done anything, we do apologise. Or if somehow you was trying to make communication and we just couldn't hear you, we couldn't see you. But we'd like to thank anybody that has been with us tonight. As I said, we do come in respect. And we're now going to leave you in peace. Thank you so much for watching our investigation tonight, guys.
If you did enjoy the investigation, please do like, share and subscribe. It does help our channel out.
And it does mean a lot when you comment as well, as we do love reading all of your comments. So guys, our next investigation is going to be one that you really don't want to miss, and we're so excited.
Until next time, guys.
Stay safe.
Good night.
Good night.